Willkommen zurück in GreedFall. Und ich möchte mal mit Cera reden. Sie hatte was für mich.
Karans, could you help me once more?
What is it?
I must prepare the ritual for our mother's funeral, and I think that I will need your help.
But your sister will be there. Surely you'd rather be together.
For the ritual, yes, it will only be the two of us. But before that, your support would be a great help. Will you come with me?
Das werde ich auf später verschieben, aber ich tue es natürlich.
Alas, I have other urgent tasks I must take care of before I can accompany you.
I understand, but do not take too long. Anything else?
Warum war sie sicher, dass die Missionare logen?
How did you know that those missionaries were lying? After all, given the situation, your mother could have wanted to form an alliance.
I knew my mother well. We were close. She would never have renounced her beliefs to forge an alliance.
Das erscheint mir logisch. Angesichts ihrer Kultur.
I think I understand. Your island, your culture, and your faith are so closely tied that you cannot renounce one without renouncing the others.
Exactly. The earth talks to us because we believe in its spirits. Without these beliefs, we would be but empty shells. Our mother would never have wanted that for us. I am happy to see that you understand us so well. Anything else?
Den Ruf haben wir verbessert. Warum bist du mit deiner Schwester so unterschiedlich? Oder zu deiner Schwester?
Why are you and your sister so different?
If you're talking about physical differences, they're linked to the fact that Iseld is not on Olmenawi. When we were little, we were perfectly identical. But our tempers were always different.
Ich bin froh, dass du sanfter bist, Cera. Können wir uns einschmeicheln?
I have no trouble believing it. And I'm glad that out of the two sisters, it's the gentler one who is by my side now.
Gentler? Really? The lion soldier on the battlefield would not have agreed. Anything
Kam nicht
else?
so gut an. Okay, das wär's.
I must leave you. See you later.
Tja, wer will schon die Frauen verstehen hier? Weiter geht's. Ein Fuchs. Und tschüss. Es geht um die Höhle des Wissens. Und wir sollen hier was belauschen. Was suchen. Genau, belauschen, das war's.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us. You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto. Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that,
Sehr unsanfte Methoden.
these monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
I
Wir sollen sie
understand you
befreien.
may be impatient,
Cera.
and these so-called scholars deserve to be punished. But if we waited until nightfall, we could set her free discreetly and take her somewhere safe.
Bis zur Nacht warten. Ich denke, das erledigen wir gleich. Wir hatten ja auch nicht die Option, jetzt bis zur Nacht zu warten direkt. Würde ich sagen, schleichen wir uns mal ran. Also ich finde, von diesen Ingame-Cutscenes hätten sie ruhig ein paar mehr bringen können. Weil die sind eigentlich ganz gut gelungen, soweit die vorhanden sind. Ja, wo geht's denn lang? Da. Sehr verwinkelt wieder. Bin ich hier richtig? Scheinbar. Wahrscheinlich da hinten rechts. Oder, nee, da hinten sind doch welche, oder? Geradeaus? Da steht doch wer. Und was ist da rechts? Ein Durchgang? Vielleicht ein Schleichweg? Zelte. Ich glaube, wir müssen hier hin. Da hinten stehen ein paar Wachen. Wir müssen sie ja irgendwie befreien. Vielleicht hinterm Zelt entlang. Da ist ein Aufgang. Es ist meistens ein Schleichweg. Wo man hier aus der Minimap, aus der Map gar nichts erkennt so richtig. Aber wir nehmen natürlich mal hier den Aufgang. Die Richtung stimmt. Vielleicht können wir uns ja drumherum schleichen. Um den heißen Brei. Ah, da hinten. Okay. Die Frage ist jetzt nur, ob wir es mit Gewalt lösen oder... Ja. Oder nicht. Ja, wird sich zeigen. Wir müssen heran. Nebeltrank. Naja, denke mal, das wird nicht viel bringen, weil, ja, wir müssen ja ganz nah ran jetzt. Notfalls müssen wir halt kämpfen.
Halt! Who goes there? But I recognize this face. Lord de Fradee. What a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them onolmanawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. And certainly all the secrets that interest us. We discovered one here, but are unable to enter. This woman, she knows how to enter. But as you have witnessed, she refuses to tell us how. To know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon. And to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Intuition. Sie an ihre Rettung erinnern. Genau, wir hätten sie befreit. Damals. Das werden wir natürlich tun.
Have you already forgotten all that you owe me? Without me, you would all be locked away in deranged jails or likely even dead. I took you for sages and doctors. But you are nothing more than a gang of skin flayers. You have made me regret my actions.
It is true that we indeed owe you our lives, but all this knowledge, ripe for the picking.
No knowledge justifies treating anyone this way.
Free her now! We shall leave. Nothing more holds us here.
Okay. Das war die friedliche Variante. Genau, wir hatten sie ja damals aus dem eingeborenen Lager befreit. Schon ein bisschen länger her. So, Cera. Wir befreien sie.
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wenshavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe this is where he's hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You save me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me. The Cave of
Okay,
Knowledge is a
folge
bit
Cera
further
zur Höhle des Wissens. Oh, schnell hinterher. Oh. Prost. Ja, manchmal bleiben sie noch hängen. Es geht doch nichts über Jogging an einem schönen Herbsttag. Durch einen schönen Herbstwald. Ja, wie weit ist es noch? Hier irgendwo, genau. Ach nee, das war der Abstand zu ihr, glaube ich. Doch, hier sind wir.
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you're not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Even if I am not sure I can trust you. Because you spared these people. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect. I implore you.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many times.
Okay, wir dürfen zusammen mit ihr die Höhle betreten, die Höhle des Wissens. Das werden wir natürlich tun. Und weiter geht es mit der Höhle des Wissens. Nach einer kleinen Pause. Wir werden mit Cera zusammen hineingehen. Was wird uns dort erwarten? Hoffentlich nur Wissen und keine Monster. Denn von Monstern hatten wir schon genug in letzter Zeit. Eigentlich schon im ganzen Spiel. Malereien.
The paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. It looks as if he's walking through the skies towards the volcano. A face has been painted on the volcano.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfrichtemen.
Was that why you came in here? To confirm that supposition?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon Milfrichtemen. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar, why did you not share this with me?
Also, Hochkönig Vinbar will mit dem Gott der tausend Gesichter reden. Und weiter geht's. Wo ist sie denn? Dort. Wow, toll gemacht.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind of enormous bird.
He is a Doneigad, becoming a Nadaig Menemen. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen to follow.
If I understand correctly, The Donegada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinolmenawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Donegad surrenders to Enol Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Also Vinbar verwandelt sich in einen Wächter. Mhm. Tja, ob das gut oder schlecht ist, werde ich noch rausstellen. Was haben wir hier? Samen zur Bergpforte.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find
Damit
out
können wir also einen
which.
Durchgang öffnen. Den werden wir noch brauchen. Und das?
This mural is also ancient. It seems to show a doorway into the mountain. This door appears to be in front of a circle of stone. There are 2 altars and 2 seeds.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places with root doors.
Yes, I've run into similar barriers. It's all a matter of finding the right seed. But here there are 2 that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their masters.
Mhm. Und weiter geht's. Also die Samen versiegeln halt diese Zugänge. Und man braucht 2 davon.
On this one we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see the path that leads there. Like some sort of schematic.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enol Milfrichtemen.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our village.
With all that we've learned from studying these paintings, we should be able to find Vinbar. I just hope there's still enough of him left to answer us.
What do you hope to ask of him?
We hope that he will agree to take us into the sanctuary of Dorhad Genadu.
What do you hope to ask of him? Why would the Renaig say? It matter not. My head spins. I will wait for you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you shortly.
Cera is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
Oh,
This door is locked.
sind wir
Cera
eingesperrt?
has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Sie will nicht, dass wir Vinbar finden. Sie hat uns eingesperrt. Na toll. So, es gibt noch andere Ausgänge, sagt Cera. Hoffentlich. Ah, okay. Hinter dem Bildnis. Hier geht's raus. Hoffentlich. Also Cera möchte verhindern, dass wir Winbar finden. Sie traut uns nicht. Wow, toll gemacht. So ziemlich toll. Was haben wir denn da? Achso, das Ganze von oben. Ja, zum Glück sind wir wieder rausgekommen. Finde den Pfad in den Berg. Wow, was sie alles gebaut haben hier in diese Landschaft. Ich bin jedes Mal begeistert. So, mit dieser tollen Aussicht. Kann man hier runter? Wo müssen wir denn überhaupt hin? Okay, auf der gleichen Karte können wir porten. Okay, das war diese Konstantin-Sache, das machen wir später. Wir wollen erstmal den Pfad in den Berg finden. Auf der Spur des Hochkönigs diese Quest abschließen. Und Konstantin, das machen wir dann danach. Gut, dann nehmen wir die Aussicht und damit sage ich ciao.